All right, so today we're going to talk about the one and only, the Predator, Francis Ngannou, one of the baddest men on the planet. Of course, the man that was the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world that parted ways. Then he got into boxing, fought two of the best boxers in this generation. I'm talking about Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Yeah, he lost both of them, but guess what he did do? He made a ton of money in the process. We as prize fighters, that's why we get into this. Yes, we want the thrill of winning. We want the glory. We want the adoration. We want the feeling of jumping on top of the cage after you've just knocked out your opponent. That's amazing. That's better than any drug you can find. But also, we want the money.
My gun wants money!
Primarily, that's why we get into this, because some of us don't have opportunities like other people do. And because of the hardships in life, you figure out you're good with your fists and you say, you know what, I'm going to make money doing the thing that I do best, fighting. That's what Francis Ngannou has done. As I said, the former heavyweight champion of the UFC, only lost 2 fights in the UFC, lost against Stipe Miocic, and of course, he later avenged that loss. And then he lost against Derek Lewis in one of the worst fights we'll ever see. That's because they both counted each other out and they were both standing there having a staring competition. Anyway, regardless, after that, he went on a 6-fight win streak, beating Curtis Blades, Cain Velasquez, Junior Dos Santos, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Stipe Miocic, and then Cyril Gane. And then this weekend, he makes his long-awaited return back to mixed martial arts, fighting for the PFL belt against Renan Ferreira, a massive opponent, a gigantic man. 6'8" with an 85-inch reach. Now listen, Ngannou's not a small guy. He's 6'4" with an 83-inch reach. But coming into this one, I think he will be feeling some pressure. Of course, we want to win. Of course, he's made the money, so there's no pressure there. But it's the feeling of winning. It's the pride of victory. It's knowing that this is what I do. This is my identity, and I want to win. And the last 2 times that he stepped in a ring, he lost. And he lost badly against Anthony Joshua. So will there be skeletons in the closet? We don't know. More than likely, probably not. This is mixed martial arts, and Renan Ferreira is not Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua looked phenomenal in that fight. No, Renan Ferreira is a different beast. Renan Ferreira, in the opinion of Tom Aspinall, is not an elite heavyweight. Tom did an interview this week saying that he's not elite because he has losses on his records. Of course he does. The record of Renan Ferreira is 13-3. And the key loss in question is to Andy Laya, who was a training partner and a friend of Tom Aspinall's. And Tom said he went out there, he beat him in the first round, beat him in about a minute. It was actually 4 minutes, 31 seconds. Went out there, got a single leg, turned it into a high crotch, took him down, got on top and finished him with ground and pound. Made it look relatively easy. And that was a smart path to victory for the guy trained by the one and only Mirko Cro Cop, fighting out a Croatia top team. Speaking of top teams, though, ever since that loss, Renan Ferreira has been training at American top team. And you know what they do down there. They have got more resources known to man than any other mixed martial arts gym on planet Earth. They just churn out champion after champion. They've got wrestlers, they've got jiu-jitsu guys, they've got strikers, ice baths, saunas, recovery protocol coming out of their asses, okay? They've got it all at American top team, as well as some of the very best coaches on planet Earth. You can take all that other shit, your ice baths and your red light therapy and all that stuff. You can take that and throw it out the window. The one thing that matters is training partners. And the most important thing is a good coach. And they have tremendous coaches at American top team. So you got to think that Ferreira will have improved the takedown defense. All right, so real quick, I am starving. I worked out this morning, and even though you work out every day, what you put in your body is more important than anything else. I like to stay in shape, and I like to eat good food. Now, Rebecca's out. She's getting a haircut right now. I've got to fend for myself. But fortunately, I got a delivery of Factor meals. These things turn up at your house, on your doorstep, fresh every single week, and they are absolutely delicious. I would have more of these, but I've eaten some of them. I was supposed to save them before I did the ad read for Factor meals, but as I say, I've eaten a few of them. Right here, we've got Romano shredded chicken with tomato cream, red pepper, zucchini, and herb butter. We've got chicken Florentine with spinach and garlic chili cauliflower. That sounds amazing. I think I'll go with that one. As I say, you can get all kinds of options. It's healthy food. It's never frozen. It tastes absolutely delicious. And I know what it's like. You're out at work all day. You've had a long day. When you come in, you don't want to cook. You don't have to go to the grocery
store. You just open your fridge, you get out one of the meals, you get a fork, you pop it a few times, and you stick it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and the next thing, you're eating a delicious meal. So as I said, these things are absolutely delicious. 2 minutes, no messing around, no going down the supermarket, no hassling your wife. You just get home, you stick it in the microwave, 2 minutes, healthy, calorie smart, keto, you know, whatever you want. Never frozen, and as I said, the best thing is the taste. I mean, come and get a look at this. Absolutely delicious. This one here is the chicken Florentine with spinach, garlic, and chili cauliflower. I cannot wait, because let me tell you, I am starving. And as I said, Rebecca's off getting a haircut, so I'm fending for myself. And you can too. If you're a busy guy or girl and you don't have time to cook or get to the grocery store, then check out Factor Meals. Factor75.com. And if you use the code Bisping50, you're going to get 50% off your first month. And then you're going to get 20% off your next month's order as well. So if you're too stressed out, if you're too tired, if you can't cook, if you can't be bothered, if your life is just too manic, or you just want a bit of convenience, Factor75.com. The code is Bisping50 for 50% off your first month and 20% off the next month. Right, that's it. I'm starving. See you in a bit.
Now, when we look at Francis Ngannou, the last time that he fought mixed martial arts, what did he do? He went out there and essentially out-wrestled Cyril Gane, a guy that is one of the few that can rival Tom Aspinall in terms of athletic ability at heavyweight. Very light on his feet, very graceful, insane dexterity with the kicks, beautiful precision and speed. The man can dance around just like Tom can, floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. But if you get taken down, just like Francis Ngannou did, and just like John Jones did, then it doesn't matter. Now, Renan Ferreira on the feet, this man's fun to watch. He's really good. Knocked out Ryan Bader in 21 seconds. Against Maurice Green, I saw a very nice performance, if I'm honest. Knows how to use his reach and his range well. Pumps out the jab, throws nice little feints and all the rest of it, and then delivered the knockout with true one-punch knockout power. Now, we know both of these men hit hard. Simple as that. As we know, Ngannou's hits like a Ford Escort going 70 miles an hour, or whatever the crazy stat was. Reality is both men have the ability to turn each other's lights out. But I think the easiest path to victory here for Francis Ngannou, of course, will be to utilize the wrestling ability that he's been working on. However, that will have been neglected when he was getting ready for those 2 boxing fights. So will it still be there? Will it still be as sharp? Will he be able to take down Renan Ferreira? Well, we're not going to know until they fight. Now, as I said, the name of this video was Insane Pressure for Ngannou. And I think there is pressure on Ngannou. Not because of just only the fact that he lost his last 2 fights, and not only just because of the insane personal tragedy that he had to go through earlier this year. And I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not going to talk about that or mention someone's name in vain. It's just so sad what he went through. And it's a testament to the strength of character of Francis Ngannou that he's fighting this weekend, that he's getting himself back in the gym, that he's getting in shape, and he wants to go out there and fight. A lot of people would just dwindle down into a very, very dark path. But Ngannou, his story is unbelievable. Came from a very poverty-stricken background, worked in the sand quarries in Cameroon, went out to Spain, got arrested for being an illegal immigrant, lived on the streets of Paris, found a gym, then became the heavyweight champion of the UFC and made probably $30 million in those 2 boxing fights alone. In this fight against Renan Ferreira, according to Forbes, he's making $12 million. So the man never has to fight again, but he's choosing to do that. He's choosing to compete. Yes, because it will be a distraction. B, to give him a purpose. And C, because of the thrill of winning. You see it all the time. Fighters want to come back to the cage. They want to come back to the ring. And yeah, the money's great, but it's also that feeling of having your hand raised, being victorious, going out on a mission, jumping on a plane, flying to the other side of the world and kicking some fucking ass. That's the best feeling on planet Earth. So yeah, there's pressure on Ngannou this weekend, but only pressure that he's putting on himself, okay? He doesn't need to do this. He's got the money. He could disappear and do whatever he wants for the rest of his life. But this is what he loves. This is who he is. And for that fact alone, how can you not respect this man? Now, Renan Ferreira, it's going to be a tough one. I do believe it. I don't think Francis Ngannou has the level of wrestling of even a Tom Aspinall or a Division I collegiate wrestler, but he does have wrestling to take down Cyril Gane. Will he have the wrestling to take down Renan Ferreira? Or will he even choose to do that? Will he use the boxing skill that he acquired from Mike Tyson? Because he looked fantastic against Tyson Fury. Remember, I think it was round 3. He managed to drop him. put the Gypsy King on his ass, and became a legend in the boxing world as well. Well done to that man. What do you think of that? Who do you think wins this weekend? And do you think ultimately Ngannou feels any pressure whatsoever? Thank you for watching. Subscribe and ring the bell. See you soon.